Good morning, beautiful soul family. How are you? All of my beautiful soul family and friends. Welcome to today's Coffee and Convo with Spirit. So what's everyone drinking this morning? Cheers. So whether you're catching this morning or later this evening or this afternoon, does not matter. Just let us know you're here because that really helps the algorithm. So if you can just post a little something, hey, I'm here. Loving this, maybe not loving this, doesn't really matter, but I would love to hear what you're experiencing and how you're feeling. So I want to share some really cool stuff. You guys know I have a favorite astrologer. I'm always following her, and I just like to listen to her thoughts, and I like to put them in my own words. And so I'm going to share something with you. Hang on a sec. Cheers to you and all you get to do today, right? So hopefully you get to see this Coffee and Convo live because Spirit really guided me to come on, show up, and do something a little different. So I kind of turned the table, which I was like, interesting. Let's turn the tables, right? Maybe we all need to turn the tables in our lives and change things up. So I have to say, I so want to show you Miss Penny. She's just cracking me up. I'm going to see if I can show you without messing this up. So my little side chick here is hanging out with me as we go to do this. And so for those of you who are on my email list, I sent out an email. Hopefully I have that right. Oh, let me make sure I got this right. I sent out an email yesterday, and so crazy. I don't realize a couple of people actually must have read it improperly. Penny is still with us. She did not pass away or anything like that, but somebody was like, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm like, yeah, no, she didn't pass. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But it's funny because I think the way I was saying, I've been so sad, and this is the reason why. And so it had so much to do with not being able to be outside and in the light and her incessant barking. And now that we have this amazing new tool that I found for her that helps with barking, it's amazing. I'm totally amazed. I'm going to see if I can somehow put together a video for you guys to share and explain this product to you. I actually already made a video on my Amazon influencer store. So if you're interested in that, you can actually click the link that's posted below, and that will give you access to my virtual business card. And I believe the first link down below my picture, it tells you, it's all the great links that you'll want to connect so we can stay connected, but the first link will actually give you my Amazon store, and I have it pinned to the top of my Amazon store. There's a video for this new product. It is amazing. It's an anti-barking little puppy collar, and it's real lightweight. It's super cool. But the best part of it is it doesn't shock her or hurt her, which is awesome. It's so humane. It gives a vibration, so it's really cool. But listen to the video. It's super cool, and you can actually see her have an experience. And you can see that it doesn't hurt. It just kind of like, it's like it just snaps her out of the crazy, that craziness. So if you know someone who has a barker, definitely check that out. I call her Bob Barker, but hopefully for long I won't have to be calling her Bobby Barker anymore, because now she's Penny Munchkin. She's Penny everything. She's got a million different names. But yes, Penny is still with us. So wonderful to see you guys hopping on. Good morning. Definitely want to check out the beginning if you missed it, because I did share some things. But we're going to get into some really cool stuff today. We have turned the tables, friends. So I hope everyone is turning the tables in your own lives. Things are shifting forward. We are moving into Gemini today. So we're starting that summer season, right? Memorial Day is upon us. Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there. And thank you for all the people who serve our country. And that's so awesome. So thank you for that. And I also wanted to share, so this energy, I had to make some notes so I didn't forget. But this energy yesterday and today is very feeling oriented. And you guys know I'm a big feeler. Hopefully you are too. If you're on here and you're an empath, that is a beautiful gift that not everyone has. But as a feeler, a very emotional, empathic, I call it clair empathy. It's a special ability, but it's a gift. I believe people can develop it, but I think it is something we either have or you don't. That's one that's different than all the other clairs. So I wanted to share that. But today, the energy is Sun in Gemini. So if you are a Gemini, I have some Gemini in my chart. Spit it out, Lisa. And when we're in that type of energy, we're a lot in our heads, right? We're up in the clouds. We tend to overthink, analyze. We have so much going on up here, it's hard to bring it down to the earth because it's just a lot of air. So who here is a Gemini, and who here has a birthday this month? Happy birthday to you coming up, right? So that's exciting. And let's see, then we also have Moon in Cancer. And the Moon in Cancer energy is the feelers. So it's like, oh my God, some people maybe didn't even want to get out of bed the last 2 days. I don't know about you guys, but I slept till 8:30 today. That is unheard of for me. I'm usually up at like 5 a.m. But I was really tired. So cheers. How's everybody doing this morning? What are you drinking? Got my coffee. My cute little sunflower mug. So yeah, I couldn't get out of bed this morning. So I'm curious to see, were you guys struggling with that too? You know, are you feeling those feelings? Are you holding that in? Are you kind of like, why do I feel like this? Why am I feeling sluggish? Because all morning I was kind of feeling a little slow, but then I was like, ooh, get up and go. Just kind of came up and got me, which I'm like, yay, we're here. But then again, I pulled in the spirit world and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. And our friend Diane, who's on here, hi Diane, she posted a great post that I just shared about, you know, just having a great day and being in that awesome place. And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So I feel like the energy, if you could just embrace that today, we can all just have an awesome day. So high five to all of you who are looking to have an awesome day today. So here's the information that I learned today when I was listening to my favorite astrologer. So like I said, the sun is in Gemini, so if you live in your head, this is definitely going to be a challenge for you today. But the moon is in Cancer, and so if you were a feeler, this is permission to feel your feelings. This is a really good time to be in that place. We have 4 planets in water. And so, again, I'm not a professional astrologist, but I like to dabble, and this is something that fascinates me, and it kind of goes along with the cards. So I like to share, because as the cards come out, you can kind of almost relate it with different things that are going on in your own world. So does that make sense to you guys? I really would love to know how you experience the cards and how you experience what we do, because you know, it's kind of nice to have a conversation. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing all the talking. I would love to hear from all of you. So if you're on here and you're seeing this, just to help the algorithm, definitely hit a like and do that sprinkle thing that we do that rhymes with hair. It begins with an S. You just hit that button and invite friends and family. It's just a great way for them to also receive multifaceted messages. So we definitely want to share that, and we want to have some coffee and convo with all of you. I know Spirit wants to connect with all of you, so whoever would like a message, definitely let me know in the comments below. Good morning. And, you know, don't be a stranger. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I'm happy to talk to you. So just let me know you're here. And if you're seeing this, that's awesome. Even if you just put up a heart or something like that, thank you for the love. You guys are awesome. So again, back to this. We have 4 planets in water. There's some Pisces energy, which I am a fish. Who else is a fish out there? We have a lot of Cancer energy going on, so there's a lot of permission to feel those feelings. But the Geminis, you're going to have a little bit of more of a challenge, like I was saying. So this today, permission to feel your feelings, and today is all about emotional authenticity. So it's really about being emotionally authentic, and you know, that's what I was sharing, I think, in the email that came through. I didn't even realize that when I shared this email. So if you're not on my email list and you want to be, definitely send me your email and I'll put you on there. I don't send a ton of stuff, but I do send things that I feel are valuable, and I try to offer support and help where I think things would be of benefit for you. I'm happy to answer any questions. But I did put out an email about Miss Penny, who, you know, Bobby Barker, I was calling her because she's like obsessed, and I was kind of sad. And so everything has shifted because I found something new that really supported her. And I think if you're a pet lover, or you know someone who has a furry friend who is incessantly a barker, I have something for you that works. I mean, she's sitting next to us and hasn't made a peep. I'm like, yay, thank you, God, right? There is a God. We already know that, but it's always nice to have that validated, so that's always awesome. I feel like the angels guided me to this product because I've been really researching and trying to find things, so I just wanted to share it with you. It's super awesome. So it's just nice to have a coffee and convo and not be all stressed out because I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna bark, blah, blah, blah. So now she's not barking, so hallelujah. But let's get started with the cards. So who here wants a card today? We have a bunch of cards. Spirit was like pulling all kinds of stuff in. So great to see you guys hopping on. So they told me to bring in, somebody needs to receive a surrender card. So today, Transformational Tuesday, right? We always need some transformation in our lives. I pulled mine before I started, and it was surrender to the success of all that is. So I was like, that is beautiful. So what would you guys like to know? Would you like to, would anybody like a transformation card? Let me know that. I also want to show you that what I pulled a few minutes before we started, because I like to shuffle the cards before we get started, and a few jump out. So we have some animal cards as well. I can't remember the name of this lady's deck, Sarah something. All the decks are on my Amazon store, also in the link in the virtual business card. So make sure you guys download that to your phone so we can stay connected. Has all my contact info, free classes, free groups that we have, paid groups, all kinds of things. So you can find out any of that, discount coupon codes, all kinds of things. But anyway, this card jumped out when I was shuffling what does the group need to know, and it was the elephant. And elephants are all about family, right? They're all about relationship. And so elephant, you gain the love and wisdom that is passed from one generation to the next. So know that, you know, all our family ties, all our family generational issues, right? All of that stuff, we gain all of that. So it's really good to be able to release that. And there's many different ways that can be done. I found some really cool, interesting ways that you could do it, where you could actually, I was listening to another podcast where you could actually look down and ask the emotion what needs to come forward and see where you feel it. Do you feel it here in the heart, in the stomach, solar plexus, sacral? Like, where do you feel that? And I imagined like a big window opening, and then as I imagined the window, I invited it to come out and release. So this is a great time to release those feelings and actually embrace that. And it might actually really help you then to tune back into that energy of what was I feeling that was so heavy, and do I still feel that? And you might go, oh wow, I don't feel that anymore. I let it go. It went out through the window, right? Or maybe the doors, maybe you imagine doors opening, whatever it is for you. But that, that generational wisdom or those feelings or those emotions that get trapped in the body, if we don't release them, they tend to cause dis-ease, and that's when we get kind of locked up in ourself, where our sacral chakra gets a little unbalanced too, because that's where we feel those feelings. So that's, I'm not interesting that just came in. I'm like, where am I going with that? But it just kind of came through my mouth. So I know that they're giving this to me. But also, when that comes in, it's like a lot of our, I say dis-ease, the chakras get out of alignment. And so when they're out of alignment, you're kind of like pulled in, right? So those chakras get pulled in, and we tend to be more pulled in, more quiet. The energy in the chakra is not beaming and balanced out. It's actually more pulled in and subdued. And so you might feel stuck in certain areas. You might feel digestively stuck, right? You might feel like it's hard to get the words out. Maybe sinuses and postnasal drip is draining. That could be something in the throat chakra that needs to be cleared. So there's many different ways, right? You could have something in the heart that maybe your heart feels brokenhearted or sad, or maybe you feel pulled in here, and maybe you need to expand that. So there's many different ways to do that, but that was just one cool way that I learned, and I thought I would share it with you guys. But I have to say, I feel quite grounded today, which is so not me, but I love that, right? So, because I feel calm, and maybe it's turning the table. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I've got the angels behind me. We've got angels all around us. I don't know if you guys can feel them, but there are so many present with us today. So again, I want to see who wants the card. Good morning. Ashley said she'd love a card. Fantastic. So we'll get into that in 1 second. But Spirit was definitely, these are cards that came out right as I was shuffling. So I just want to share these first, because I always think that they pull everything together. And even when I do my personal readings, when I'm one-on-one with clients, I always have cards that jump out ahead of time. So I kind of, it gathers the energy of the space or the room. But celebration is today. So today's a great day to celebrate you, your authenticity, right? Your authentic self. Definitely allow that beautiful soul to shine through. And you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to have it all together. You just have to show up and be you, right? Multifaceted you. So this card is also about commitment today. This card, commitment is showing up, and commit with compassion. So really show up and be, again, your authentic self. Commit to the compassion with yourself, with others, with being kind is what I'm hearing. You definitely want to allow that to flow through you, flow from you and through you to others, right? Like, how can we reach all these other people from our heart, right? Because the world is really all about connection. We're all one, but we all feel so separate and distant sometimes, especially when things are up here in our head and we're not down here in our heart. So if you are feeling separated from someone or something, or maybe you're feeling alone, just bring the energy together and think, how can I help someone else? Take the thoughts off of you and allow it to focus on someone else. It will really help support you, and you'll notice by supporting others. I know I do this a lot when I'm like not in a good place. I'm like, who can I help? Because the minute I do that, I get out of my own head and I drop into my heart, and then I feel like I've made a difference in someone's life. And by doing that, it takes the focus off of me, and it's more about them, and it's like helping and supporting, and really that's what we're all here to do, right? This is the Earth School that we're all here to learn how to become better humans, right? So that we can transition to a better place and be uplifted, right? But while we're here, we get to enjoy that beautiful ride. So let's get into some cards. Cheers, friends. I'm needing a lot of coffee today. I don't know. It's just what it is. Ashley, they're guiding me to pull one of my multifaceted manifestation cards for you. So we're going to pull a few different cards for each of you. If you guys would like cards, let me know. Even if you've posted it already, I could barely reach I can reach it, but it's kind of far and I don't want to knock it over. So if you guys keep posting me, maybe, or I'd like a card or whatever, I will get back to you, and I will try to see whoever Spirit guides me to is where I'm going to head. So what does your beautiful soul need to know today, Ashley? Or anyone who can take this, they're for the collective. So even if you're catching this on the replay, something may reach out to you and make sense. So take what you can and leave the rest. And like I said, we'll just go from there. So speak kindly, my friend. And I feel like I want to say speak kindly to yourself as well as others, although I know you're very kind. But I feel I want to say speak kindly to yourself. So it's a lot of internal dialogue is what I'm getting there. And it's really, the 33 is to me the divine. They're speaking to you to speak through you. Use positive self-talk to build your confidence and your self-esteem. So I feel that would really support you today. So I don't know if you've been down on yourself or beating yourself up for something, but I feel like I want to encourage you to speak more kindly. Love is the answer for everything, whether it's with others or yourself or anything that you can be going through. I'm going to also pull you a transformation card. Good morning, my friends. Let's see who else is here. Oh, good, Diane, I'll get you too. Great. Okay, let's see. And make sure you sprinkle some beautiful multifaceted pixie dust or whatever we want to call it out into the multiverse, right? Hit that button that starts with S and rhymes with hair. Thank you, friends. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break today and spend time out in nature. Replenish yourself with feelings, or by feeling the beauty of the and the ecstasy that lives there. So just get out in nature, take a walk, be of the earth. And I want to say take your shoes off and ground. So being out in nature is one thing, but we actually want to make sure we don't have shoes on. We want to be earthing. Do you guys know about earthing? It's super awesome. But you have to be grounded, and shoes definitely do not ground us. Yesterday I went and stood in the river, me and Penny and Duke, and we just stood there and let the water just flow over us. And I did have my sneakers on because that water's kind of funky. But also, like, the rocks are really slippery. But I could imagine just the water flowing over me, and I thought, this is the first time I've been in the river all year, and it's so beautiful. And I thought, I'm going to go do that again today. And I loved it. My sneakers got all wet, and they got a river bath. It was great. I'm like a little river rat. So today we'll be doing that again. Can I just tell you, I can't get over how good she's been. This is like amazing to me, people. So yeah, take a relaxing break today. And anyone who needs to hear that, respites are good. Also, watch your words. Sometimes we say we need a break. Be careful of what you wish for. We have to be very, very tuned into our words, because a lot of times when we ask for a break, it could come as a physical break. So we want to make sure we call it a respite or something else that resonates more with our soul. If a break resonates with you, that's great. But I have known people, family members, to say, I need a break, and next thing you know, they broke their leg. And I don't want that to happen to anyone. So let's just be very mindful of our words. Speak kindly, because you know what? The body hears what we say. When we, when we're talking negative, that it gets trapped up in here, and those emotions get stuck in the brain, and then we feel it in the emotional centers. So in the gut, maybe you get upset in the gut. There's like emotional feelings because you're not feeling good about yourself. And I'm not picking on anyone in particular here. I'm just giving an overall example. But these are just things I've noticed over time. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to pull a couple angels too. Let's see. So if these are making sense, let us know in the comments below. Great to see you guys hopping on. And I also want to say to you, Ashley, and whoever else needs this, trust. Someone needs to hear trust today. I think many of us do. I know I'm always hearing trust, and I love that. I actually got that card 3 times today, so we all could use a little trust. All will work out well, my friends. The angels say that they are here to nurture and protect and heal you. So trust in your healing power and their love. We love you more than you will ever possibly know. So trust, my friends. Trust is such a great card. And what you don't see is your integrity. You guys have such integrity. Be flexible, but also true to yourself. Stand by your beliefs and your values, And others will also stand by you and believe in you too when you start to own that light. When you start owning your light, others just see you, that you vibrate and you glow in a different way that maybe you didn't before. So it's really powerful when we can embrace that light. So just for a second, take a nice deep breath. Everybody close your eyes. We're just going to do a little exercise. It's always kind of fun to do something, and Spirit was like, bring your little bell. I was like, okay, great, let's ring the bell too. So take a nice deep breath and just close your eyes, and I just want you to imagine your light inside your soul, and it resonates usually below your heart, right around your heart, or right above your stomach. So it's right in that area in the center of your being. And just imagine it as this beautiful light when you hear the bell. And just imagine it start to glow and begin to see it starting to expand outwards in front of you, behind you, from side to side, above you and below you. And just allow yourself to be in this energy. Take a breath and release all that no longer serves you. Good morning. And then I'm going to hit the bell again, and when I do, I want you to take a breath and just imagine it blowing out further and further into your auric field. So see it going out further and further, all the way out into your auric field, which is all the way around you, about a foot, foot and a half, may even be bigger if you have a big aura today. And just allow it to expand outwards. And then just take that energy, breathe it in, and just allow the energy to move directly to you, down through you, from the crown all the way down into the root of your body, all the way down into your feet, and let it just anchor in the earth, and just allow yourself to ground down in that beautiful energy of light and love. And just think of something you're really grateful for today, and when you're finished, just bring your hands to your heart and just give gratitude for whatever that is. I'm grateful for all of you being here today. This is awesome. And it just feels really centered today. It feels good. So if you weren't centered, hopefully that brings you back to center. I'm going to hit the bell again just to clear the air and lift our vibration. If you guys like that, give a little heart. Just a quick little pick-me-up meditation just to kind of bring everybody into this beautiful energy. This is awesome. And so I would love to see some hearts come up if you guys are enjoying that, so that way we can know that the energy is lifting. I can't hit the heart. Every time I try it on mine, it gives me a crazy face, and I'm like, what is that all about? So I know there's a delay. Thank you for all the hearts. You guys are phenomenal. So here's the deal. I think we might be switching this up a bit. I wanted to share this. Still working on trying to figure out how to get this. There's some kind of crazy, oh, look at all this love. Thank you, friends. There's some kind of crazy camera app that I downloaded, and it's blocking my Facebook or my YouTube live stream. So I'm trying to figure out how to remove this. And once I do, I'm thinking about doing coffee and convos in the evenings. What would you guys think of like a 7:30, 8 o'clock coffee and convo on a weekday evening? What would you guys think about that? Because my energy is way better in the day, but I may make an exception just to do something like that, and maybe do it, you know, either every week, every other. I don't know. If you guys are liking that, I want to hear about it in the comments below, because that may become a thing. And these coffee and convos would be more like an impromptu, and they'll be in the group, the Facebook group, Empathic Spirit of Light. And the reason I want to do it in the group is because it's more contained, and I think it would be a better way to reach more people. And it's a safer space where you guys might feel less vulnerable, that you can put yourself out there and you're not feeling judged by anyone or anything like that. So creativity is the card of the angels here. So they're saying try new creative things. So maybe this is what we're supposed to be trying. But if you guys are needing this message as well, and creativity, if you've been called to, I want to paint, I want to create. There's so many people trying new things these days. I say get out and try whatever moves your heart forward, whatever you're feeling guided to. So yeah, I definitely would love to know what you guys think of that. But that's what I'm moving more towards. And then the multifaceted messages will be a lot of YouTube stuff, so that it will all be transferred over to Facebook. Trying to find different ways to do this, and then I would love to, you know, connect with people in different ways. Like I saw in here right as I came on that I could bring people on the camera. I would love to do that too, but I want to look more into that, because I want to make sure if I bring you on, I can bring others on too. because I thought, how fun would that be? When somebody wants a card, I could actually bring you on, and then you could be live with me. But I want to make sure it doesn't hang up, because I know before when I did that, it would hang the whole thing up, and I'm like, no. So also the card of healing is coming up. So Memorial Day weekend, many people go to the beach. This is a great time to be near the water. It's a great time for healing. So if you are trying to find some type of healing, even though I'm not at the beach, I'm going to go put my feet in the river. I feel like the ocean is more healing, but the river is also healing. So water in many different forms. Even if you're not near a beach or water, you can take water and set the intention, right? Put it in a cup or a pitcher or whatever, and set some intentions over it. Pray over it, set an intention for where you want it to be healing, and then pour it over whatever area that you need. Think about it. I mean, holy water, right? So it's just blessed water. So bless your water. The blessing of the water is huge. And I don't know if you watch the Peace Water Project, that I know I've shared it a few times. They do a lot with blessing the water and the water centers, and so that's another thing you can do. A lot of times when I do healing, I'll ask someone to grab a glass of water, and as we do their healing session, we ask that the water be empowered and just allow the energy to come in, so that when they drink it afterwards, it cleanses them of anything that's still residually left. So healing is really powerful. We all have the ability to heal. You know, I think it's always great to go to a healer when you need additional support and help, but healers don't heal you. I'm a healer. I do not heal you. I hold space. I facilitate that space, that you're able to get into a place where you can actually calm the body, the mind, and the soul and the spirit, where your body knows what it needs to do to heal, but you have to sometimes get to that place, and sometimes it's very difficult to do on your own. So I have a lot of people who reach out, can you do an impromptu Reiki session? Can you help me with this healing? Can you do that? I'm like, sure. And beauty. That is the beauty, my friends. And I love this card that it just came out today as well, because this card is all about, if you can see what she's holding, it's that diamond, and it's in the center of her soul. That's what we were trying to clear the energy earlier with the bell, when we saw our vibration and our energy moving outwards. It just helps to ground us. Even though she is in the water, she's on the lily pad, but it's like grounding your energy, because think about it, through the water below, you do ground eventually. And I love that it's the lotus flower, because the lotus is like, you have to go through the muddy waters of life to be able to experience all of this, then to bring it down to ground, to be able to process it all. And that is the beauty of life, really, right? It's like going through the experiences and then figuring out, how do you incorporate this throughout your entire life? How do you bring this into being? How do you ground this down that others can hear you? How do you bring it into a place of acceptance, maybe even for your own soul? So I hope that makes sense. Evening would be great if there's hours. Wait, you're 3 hours behind. Yes, okay. So our evening would not be that late for you, Joanne, I think, because it would be 7, so it would be like 4 or 5 for you. I don't know if that would help, but can't do much later than that. I'd be asleep. I'm too tired, and at the end of the day, I get up so early. But yes, this is the charity work that we're doing. I love giving back, and I love doing these coffee and convos. I do not want to leave you guys. I just want to find a better way to make it work, so that we can really reach a lot of people and help so many, because there are so many people right now who are looking for messages, who are seeking, who need support, and don't even know that we exist. And I'm like, wow, we need to get the word out there. So they are some of the cards that came out. I also want to pull these two that just jumped, because I knew they needed to be pulled. Great. Support and Archangel. You couldn't make this up. Support and Archangel Gabriel. So I feel, again, the angels are stepping in to not only support me, ourselves, all this group, all of you. If you're going through something, Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel, and angels are just letting you know they are supporting you with hearing your prayers, answering prayers. They're guiding you to show up authentically. I'm hearing the authenticity word again, so definitely supporting you with that. Someone is having issues with finances, and they're actually letting you know that your prayers are being heard and answered. So keep moving forward in what you're doing. You have to actually move forward in doing the work, but you will hear something shortly. This messenger angel comes in when emails, phone calls. Don't be surprised if you get a message that brings something through that will help support you. So be open to receive those messages. So we're going to pull a couple animal cards. Let's see. So Ashley, I hope they made sense to you. I know that was a lot of information there, but some of that was for you. Some of it was for whoever could take it. Let's see. I think I wanted to get to Diane. Diane, I'm going to pull an animal wisdom card for you. I think they're animal wisdom. I'm not sure exactly what this deck is called. Frog, my friend. So again, whoever can take this, take it. If it frog fits for you, that's awesome. Frog is adapt and survive. They adapt and survive by accepting the inevitable and seizing the potential. So our friend Diane here loves to, or she used to, I think. I don't know if she still does. Diane, I know you told me you were doing, but she's doing animal communication. She's been doing it for years and said she was thinking of getting back into it. So if she is, we will connect her with all of you. Whoops, frog just jumped right out of my hands. Did you see that, friends? So frog may be jumping into your life or trying to jump out of your life. So pay attention to that, but adapt by surviving to that, accepting the inevitable and seizing the potential. So no matter what happens, just look for the potential in all of it. Like look for what can move you forward. And if something comes up that maybe isn't as desirable, you could just say, okay, what can I learn from that? So I'm a big advocate of that. When things come up and I don't quite understand it, or like, why the heck did that happen? I'm like, all right, I don't understand that, but what could I learn from it? So I'm also going to pull this one. And interesting, two animals that kind of jump, right? We've got the kangaroo. As events take on their own momentum, you take a true leap forward. So I love that card for you, Diane, and I actually like both of these for you. So I want to say moving forward, there's a big leap forward. Leapfrog is what I want to say. And I want to play the game like leapfrog. Like I don't know, when you're a kid, like, and you play leapfrog. I'm going to pull a couple angels on that because that's what they're saying to me. Truth. So this truth card is about seeing the truth, knowing the truth. This could also be a truce with someone if there's been a disagreement. The best way through the current situation is just to speak your truth. It could be about the work that you're doing. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. So I hope that makes sense for you as well. And let's see, we're going to give you the blue angel, which you don't see. That's under the deck. I, Archangel Michael, am the blue angel, and I'm here for you. I'm by your side. I'm all around you and will forever protect you. So spiritual protection, definitely you are surrounded. And that big loud noise you just heard is they're doing work on my street. I don't know if you guys could hear it or not. Not on my street, but behind me, they have like a gravel pit, and they're always hitting those big trucks. So remember that whenever you feel fearful, they love you and all is well. So Archangel Michael is a big one who works with you, Diane, and hopefully that makes sense. I will leave you with that in love and light. Let's see. Personally, I'm not very sharp later in the day. Yeah, you're not sharp later in the day either. I'm trying to read this. I should have brought my glasses. But who knows? Yeah, so I think a lot of times the evenings are tricky for me, but I still love to be able to come on and connect. Because I think, you know, if we can do that and it reaches more people, because a lot of people have more time in the evening, I think that just might be a better option for many. And then we can go back and forth. And then when these pop up, you know, impromptu, it's kind of like more fun because I'm hard to pin down, you know, like for me to pin down a time is really, really difficult. But for the past year or 2 years, I've been doing Coffee Convo every Tuesday at either 11:11 or 1:11. I think I've missed one or two. And that's huge for me because I don't like to be pinned down to anything. I like to flow wherever the energy takes me. And to me, it flows better when things can just move and allow the spirit to move through me. So whoever needs to hear this, surrender to obsessive thinking. So again, these Geminis, if you've been up in your head and you are just obsessively thinking about things instead of allowing things to flow like the river, right? If you're obsessing about a person, a situation, whatever it is, turn that dilemma over to the divine, over to spirit, and doing so will help bring clarity or even solve the problem. Oftentimes when I'm dealing with something that is way up in my head and should be way down in my heart, I sit there and I think, you know what, I'm going to sleep on this. I'm going to go to bed and I just do like, bless myself, and whether you're Catholic or not, like I grew up that way, but you don't have to be. So you just are putting the energy out there. You could even say, I give it over to the angels, I give it up to God. A lot of times I'll say, okay, angels, open your pouch. And I imagine them open this big bag and I just throw all my stuff in there and I'm like, okay, you take it, I don't want it. And then I take a rock and throw it in the river. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Whew, okay, now clear all that out for me. And I just give it over to them and then I surrender. And then the next day, usually things start to make sense. Does that make sense to you guys? Do you ever do something like that? Does anybody have a way that they clear the energy? Because I would love to hear it. It's awesome to always connect with you guys. Okay, so let me know if these cards are making sense to you and who else would like a card. I have a few tarot here too, so I'm going to pull a couple of those just to give an overall direction of where the day is headed. Let's see, maybe the week. We'll call it the day of the week because I won't see you again until next week. So let's do it for the day or the week, whatever makes sense for the collective. What does everyone need to know? What's some information that can guide us all forward? And again, this is for the collective, so take what you can and leave the rest. Tracy, good to see you. Okay, friends, we have the Magician. I will get into each one of these in a second. Let's see, the Magician is a good card. Let's see what else we have. Oh, that's too many. That just came out way too many. So let me see what you guys are saying. You so love the art on that surrender. Yeah, so right, the obsessive thinking. There you go. Are you obsessively thinking? This page, I love it. Okay, the World. Oh, these are some good cards, friends. And this is a great time of turning the tables and changing things up. And I have stink bugs all in my house. Do you guys get stink bugs? I just looked up and there's like 3 of them on my window. I'm like, really? Like, I don't even have the door open today. And the Knight of Pentacles. All right, friends, let's do these and see where they go. I'm going to do for the collective. If you guys want cards, definitely keep saying it. And as I keep looking up, if I see anybody, I will definitely try to get to you. I know Tracy wants one, so I will get to you next. And then we'll just keep going. So keep your names going. I don't know how long I'll be on, but we'll see. We'll do our best. So the Magician is all about new beginnings. And it's like you have the power to move forward and do all that your heart desires, right? You hold that staff. You are the infinity symbol. You are infinite being of light and love. You have the power. You are source energy that moves through you, right? So you have the tools, everything you need to make things happen. You're being challenged to create the life that you want right now in this very second, using what is exactly within your grasp. So sometimes we think we need more to come into our lives before we can step into what it is we're supposed to be doing, like our purpose or whatever that is. But really, you have everything you need. It's all here. It's deep inside. What you bring into this world is yours and yours alone. And here's the thing, people. There is no one on this planet like you. There's no one on this planet like me. There might be a million readers out there and a million different mediums, but there ain't one in this world that's like me that's going to bring through what I'm going to bring through. Just like there's no one out there in this world that can bring through what it is that you're supposed to bring to this world. So get out there and shine your light, right? Engage your mind, your hands, and your heart today. So I love that. Your mind, your hands, and your heart. So make sure we engage all of our body parts out into the world today. Shine our light. If you missed the little beginning midi meditation, definitely want to go back and watch this. It's like 2 seconds, and it'll just help you to get into a good grounded space. The World card. So, and again, this is a number 1, so this is all about new beginnings, which is where we are in Gemini. Yay! The World. Okay, friends. So the World card is just an awesome card. So here, I'll hold it so you can see it. The World is a great card. It's like just such an awesome card in the deck. Now is, this is also creativity. Now is a good time to expand your outlook, on the horizons. Don't limit your scope, right? You are a limitless being of light and love. Allow your light to shine. Something you have been working on is it's ready for the next phase, so don't hold yourself back. Expect a positive nod for a job completed. Job well done. You'll find satisfaction in your work. So I know I find so much satisfaction in doing the work that I do. And I was just thinking of that yesterday. Like, you know, I did hair for years and I love that. And I felt really good when people would leave and they looked so beautiful. I felt like the flower delivery person, or, you know, well, I was the hairdresser, so I would do their hair and I just felt great about it. But I also love bringing through messages and connecting people with their loved ones. What is it that you love? That you find satisfaction in? Post it in the comments. I would love to hear what it is that brings you joy in your work. Post it in the comments so we can all celebrate with you, right? Okay, others will recognize and reward you for a job well done. So definitely that is a sign if you have been being rewarded for a job well done lately. Kudos to you, right? Keep on doing the work that you're doing because the world and the universe needs you. Knight of Pentacles. So this is a great card as well. Hold it up so you can see it and get it closer. I do that. So the Knight of Pentacles, right? This is a card about finances. This is money. This is examine your finances. If you have monetary concerns, this card suggests the best solution is a slow and steady approach. And I can attest to that, friends. It's been a long time coming that I've been moving into different things, and it seems like forever. But you know what? You have to do all the work first. And once you do, this is like the hard time. And then once everything's lined up, it's like people are like, wow, how did you do all that? Because they don't see all the behind the scenes where for years you've been working to build your business, to do different things. And then all of a sudden you look like this great overnight success. But people don't realize there's a lot of work involved. And when you do the work, things will move forward. So with your finances, examine where they're at. If you have those concerns, this card suggests the best solution. Again, slow and steady wins the race, right? And so, and there really is no race. It's, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. That's what one of my teachers would always say, and I think it's so true. Like, that's that was in our membership communities. Like, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not trying to do it overnight. It's an ongoing process, so it takes time. Check your bank balance. Is it time to get serious about your budget? Maybe, maybe not. We can always use more money, right? Who can't? Any job or business venture that you start right now will absolutely flourish. So this is a great card for anyone who is thinking about stepping into something new, opening a business. Maybe they're trying to start up a startup business. Whatever that is, sky's the limit, friends. You're going to do great. So definitely believe in that. Believe that you will do great, because really our thoughts create our reality, and we want to keep those thoughts positive. Clarity and joy. So this, again, really positive thoughts, right? When we can see things clearly, we can look at them differently, and we can see through new eyes. We can see more clearly. It's like the blue skies are there. All the clouds fall away, although today it's a little overcast, but it's okay because it's up there. There's always blue sky, right? So just allow that joy to keep on flowing through to you, and just let that move through your being. And joy really resonates from within you. And when you're grounded and you're in that good place, and you've got your head, your heart, your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul all aligned, and those energy chakras are all together, it brings us right back to the beginning, what I was saying about compassion for self, committing to that compassion for self, getting into a place of celebration. So it kind of like wraps all that together, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to pull a card for Miss Tracy, and they're guiding me to pull a surrender card for you as well. Your dad always told you, wait, hold on. Your dad always told us slow and steady wins the race. You know, it's so true too, because like wisdom of our parents, right? We all know deep down what we need to do, but yet we're all like, we have to do it yesterday. Like, we want it tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I have no patience sometimes. So these times that have been difficult have taught me so much about patience. And I know my aunt always says to me, how are you so patient with me? And I'm like, I've learned, because I've worked with so many people, and sometimes they're not patient, and you have to learn how to do that yourself. And I think the life wisdom that we go through is what helps us gain that knowledge, you know, that wisdom. And I think that helps us help others. And I think maturity is part of that too. All right, so Tracy, or whoever needs to hear this, surrender your belief in scarcity. Is anyone worried that there's not enough, right? That's what this card is saying. So the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. So abundance is really everywhere. So if you've had fears that are holding you back of maybe there's not going to be enough, or maybe there's something missing, or there's just something that you're a little concerned about, in this way, you have to remove these blocks from your life and then succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So it's literally the person who this card is for, whether it's you, Tracy, or someone else. It's really literally just holding ourselves back with those thoughts that are up in our head. Thank you for the love. So when we are in our own thoughts and we get wrapped up in them, it's kind of like this maze of thoughts that's running through our brain. Yeah, this is what they're pulling me to for you too. Trust, surrender to trust, because when we can get out of our head, again, we drop down into our heart, and the easiest way to do that is the breath. Just imagine all that, bringing it down into the heart. And when you do that, that is how you can trust. And that's how you can get into that place of alignment with your own soul, that then you can, you know, let go of that belief. Because it's just an old, outdated belief system that no longer serves you. So that's why they were guiding me to share that with you. I'm going to pull a couple angels for you as well. Oh, this one just jumped out. Courage, my friend. Courage. So if you need to be courageous about something, especially if it has to do with work, I want to say step into it and just know that it's going to be possible. Just believe. And it's really hard for a lot of people to believe in something they can't see. It's like you have to believe and have the courage to take those first few steps. And when you do, it's like you can't see the staircase, but you have to believe it's there, you know, and that's the trust. It's blind faith. And that is so hard for so many people. They want it when they want it because they feel like, well, you know what, if I believe in it, I'll believe in it when I see it. It's like, no, you have to believe in it before it gets here. That's how it happens. So kindness for yourself, definitely want to put kindness for yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you are not where you want to be, or what, you know, you're too in your head and you're thinking, oh my God, this is so me. I'm such a dummy. Like, don't call yourself a dummy. Love yourself more. I'm not saying you are, but sometimes we get in our heads. So again, more love. And if that's the case, put your hand on your heart and just say, you are enough. I love you. You're safe. You're supported. You're going to be just fine. I love you and you're protected. So there's that trust card again. You can't make this stuff up, I'm telling you. And light. So I was shuffling these as we were talking, and I knew they were coming out. I kept hearing, these are her cards. So I was like, okay, and whoever else needs them. So trust and know that the light of the divine and the angels are there to support you and guide you. So they're definitely guiding you through this process. I'm going to pull an angel as well. Okay, so who else wants a card? Did I miss anybody? I'm just making sure I didn't miss any of you. If you guys are coming on later and you're catching the replay, definitely let me know in the comments below. If I feel guided to you and spirit nudges me, I will reach back out with another card. This card's coming out too. Here's compassion again. It came out earlier, so whoever needs to hear that. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with even greater abundant blessings. So that's a huge card. And there we go, my friends. So let me just see, am I missing anybody? Gratitude is this card. So let me know if you guys want a card, if you're on here. I can't remember if I missed anybody, but I'm going to do my best to get to you guys. Gratitude is make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you and the world will become a better, lighter, and brighter place. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Okay, Joanne would like a card. Perfect, Joanne. I'm going to pull you an animal card. So let's see, we're going to get ready to wrap this up soon. So if you guys want cards, let me know. And ooh, if you're enjoying this, ooh, Joanne, it's a good card for you. Peacock, my friend. Woo-hoo-hoo. So to me, the peacock card, I have peacock feathers all around. It's really strut your stuff, allow your light to shine, you know, that beauty that comes through. This stink bug is in my light and he's over there vibrating in my light. Will you stop it? It's distracting. Peacock is protect your heart from those who may cheat before they hurt you. Interesting. I would not have thought that to be the card. So again, take what you can and leave the rest. So this could be a friend. This could be a relationship. This could be so many different things. I'm going to pull another card on that because I'm not 100% feeling that for you. I have to say what I got from that is what I shared. It's more strut your stuff, put yourself out there. Let me just say, and again, whoever makes these cards, this is their interpretation. So I like to use the cards through my own interpretation. So just because it came out doesn't mean it has to represent 100%. But I do feel, and this may resonate for you somehow, to protect your heart from someone who may have hurt you before in the past. So I do feel like this could be something from the past. But again, Archangel Gabriel came out, so another messenger. So Joanne, I want to say to you, listen to the messages that come up. Now, Joanne is one of our students in the Multifaceted Soul Society. So Joanne, I know you're a very, very good medium. And I know that you'll be able to tune in and pick up some of your own messages. I'm sure this will relate on some level. You will soon receive some positive news. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. Keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. So I do have to say, as I was sharing this and I was saying about it, this could be a friend. I feel like this is a past relationship of a friendship. And I feel like don't be surprised if this person reaches out. I just have big chills. So that is actually what this card is saying. So if anyone else needs to hear that, you do want to strut your stuff. You do want to put yourself out there. But I feel like by doing that, others are seeing you. There's a lot of like wanting to reach back out and connect. And it may or may not be the right time. And you're going to know in your heart and your soul if that's right. The outcome will be positive. And the healing angels are there working to, I want to say, balance and smooth out that energy. And I feel like it'd be right here in the solar plexus. So I want to definitely clear out that energy there, release that. And if you missed earlier, we were talking about looking down and feeling where that energy center feels blocked. I feel like it's right there for you. So open the window, open the doors, and just invite that energy to leave so that you can begin to heal that. And you do not need to connect with these people from the past unless you feel so called to do so. Sorry, I got an itch. Healing angel is, at this very moment, you are being bathed in gold and pink light with deep green lights all around. Accept the healing. We, your angels, surround you with wings of love and light. You are eternally free. You are eternally fresh and eternally abundant, my friend. I love that. Okay, and positive outcome. So the sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will seem soon to be filled with nothing but hope. Oh, that's such a good card. So I love when these come up and they're so positive, but that one really was tricky for me. It was an interesting card, but to me, there's many different meanings to these cards. And That's why I created my Multifaceted Soul Society. So for any of you who are still interested, I wanted to share this with you. I was going to change the pricing last night. I didn't get a chance to do that, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. So anyone who is interested, I have a bonus. If you guys are interested in the deck, you can go on. I have both decks for sale. I will put the link in the comments below. It's also in my virtual business card thing. If you click on there, I believe it'll say check out my Oracle card deck. So if you're interested in still getting the sale price and you missed the sale, they're going to be on sale till tomorrow. I'm not going to close it out till tomorrow just because so many people were like, I didn't get a chance to get them yet. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to do that for you. So I'm going to pull a card. This will be for the collective. What does everyone need to know? So wonderful to see you guys hopping on. If you're hopping on, say hello, put a heart up, let me know you're here. Make sure you hit the like button and hit that button as S that starts with an S, rhymes with hair, and let's sprinkle some goodness out into the world. So we have two cards today, Be Grateful and Dive Deeper. So whoever can take these. Now, Be Grateful is number 44, my favorite number. It's a blessing. So I always feel like when I can bless others, it always comes back to us, right? So just keep putting blessings out into the world. Practice gratitude, attitudes of gratitude, right? Increase your positivity and attract positive experiences. So if you've been trying to bring some things into your life, like I was just saying, you know, I wanted to be able to offer that goodness to others because I know people were like, I'm really having a hard time. I want to get your cards, but I haven't had a chance. I'm like, all right, so great. Let's put some abundance out into the world and I'll keep the sale going. So there you go. So if that's something in your life that you're trying to do where, you know, you're trying to put something out there or attract something to you, the more grateful you are, the more that energy then can come to you because you've lifted your vibration. So Dive Deeper. This is a great card about meditating, going inward. This is about abundance, so it's infinity, right? So when we dive deeper, it's infinite, the possibilities that you can connect with. When we dive deeper in our group, the Multifaceted Soul Society, you can go so deep. Like, it's incredible. We've gone into the Akashic Records. We've gone deep into the core of the earth. We've gone up into the heaven world, connected in with all the guides, the loved ones, the ascended masters. If you guys have questions about developing and you're just like, I don't know if that's for me, one of the biggest things I noticed comes up a lot is people are afraid of what they'll connect with. There's nothing scary about connecting to the spirit world, and there's nothing that's going to harm you. That's all a belief system that's, to me, a false belief system, and it may have been something you've been programmed with since you were a child. Personally, when I grew up Catholic, and I was told you're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff, but I'm like, you know what? When I was a little kid, I used to sit there and pretend to have mass. I thought I was like the priest, right? I would play. And I had this little Bible and I would do my thing. And I'm like, it's really no different. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. That's church. That's a totally different thing. But we're all vehicles for spirit to communicate through, right? Angels use us as messengers. God, the divine, uses us as a messenger. Sometimes you just get put in someone's path. This is very similar. We're just using a tool. That's all this is. And connecting with our loved ones, everyone has the ability to do that. We don't need a medium for that. I always tell all of my clients, no one needs a medium. We go to mediums to validate what we already receive, because we're already receiving the messages from our loved ones. You just don't know how to receive it. So when you start to learn and develop that, you open those abilities and then you're able to connect further. So that's really what that's about. So diving deeper, this card, use meditation. Ground yourself, use guided meditation or visualization to access, can't talk today, deeper states of consciousness. And the deeper you go, the more you can connect with the spirit world, is what I find. Sometimes when you go so deep, you might find that, you know, you kind of lose it and go fall asleep. But like our friend Paige, she went to a meditation this week in a Buddhist temple, and she said it was so powerful, but some of it she fell asleep for, some of it she was awake. It's amazing, you know, where our minds can go when we let go and we allow the spirit world to come in and speak with us and connect with us. It's a beautiful thing, and if it can get you into a place of stillness and quiet, our body knows what we need. We are our temple, right? This is our beautiful temple. We have to honor it exactly as it is. So however that is that you can take it, my friends, dive deeper. Don't be afraid. There is no fear. Fear is not real. Fear is a false evidence that appears real, and someone indoctrinated you with that when you were a child. Because when you came into this world, you were love, you were light, and you weren't afraid of a darn thing. You weren't. And courage. There's courage again. So use your courage, step into the light, be afraid of nothing, because you know what? We have spiritual protection all around us. There's nothing you need to do. You just have to be authentically 110% multifaceted you. I was trying to think of what was coming in there. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. You have what it takes. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. So friends, I'm going to leave you all with that in love and light. I hope that made sense to you guys. Cheers. I hope you all have a great day. Let me know about the Coffee and Convo on in the evenings, if that would be a thing for you guys, if you would enjoy that. And we would do it, I'll try to do it live on YouTube. I can have up to 25 people right now as my YouTube channel grows. So if you have not gone over to my YouTube, make sure you go over and hit subscribe, leave me a comment and a like. And as that grows, we can have more and more people, which would be really cool. But how intimate would that be right now to have our small group on YouTube live where we could connect in the chat and be, it would just, I think it would really be cool. So anyway, it's something I'm thinking of, and I love that you guys were all here for this. Definitely want to stand in your energy today. Enjoy, and remember to feel your feelings. All of you Gemini, Cancers, Pisces, feel your feelings. This is permission today. Cheers. Feel your feelings. Be authentically you and enjoy your day. Have a beautiful day, guys. Take care. Brush your hair until we meet again. Peace out. I'll see you later. Bye. See you later, Gator. Oh, now I can't turn it off.